Cruising Maritime are traditional British cruising. Smaller ships, so there's none of these great big super ships that a lot of people don't like. So they are very traditional, and to be fair, how they do it for the price, I don't know, because they are so cheap for what you get. Amazing value for money. Clientele audience are traditional British, a few Europeans, Americans and Canadians, but predominantly British. They are a lot of first-time cruisers because of it's such an amazing value for money, and there was a lot of canny Scots on board as well because it's good value for money. First thought I walked on board was, oh, I like this. So you've got the reception area on deck 5, which is in a quiet area, so it's quite handy if you need to speak to the reception people, because you're well away from anything else, so there's not many people go down there. It's quite not often you get a queue. The main bars on deck 8, so you've got the Captain's Club, which is the late night venue. You've got live singing, live music, the odd comedian, competitions, Mr. and Mrs. type competitions, karaoke, and then there's the late night disco as well. Then there's Taverners, which is a traditional British pub, new to Magellan. I was very impressed with that. So it's a home away from home, serving some good beers as well. There's Sinatra's, which is a cocktail bar. The one thing I will say about deck 8 is you would not believe it's on the ship that you're on. It looks much, much bigger because they've done they've been very clever with space. You're walking down the main thoroughfare, as it were, and it's wide open. So you actually think you're on a bigger ship than you're on. It just gives a light, airy feel to it. If you go up to deck 10, that's where the outdoor pool is. For those that must partake of a cigarette, you've got the port side area to have a fag. The starboard side is cigarette free, but you've got the pool area, there's jacuzzis there, but also is the Raffles Bistro, so you can walk through into the Raffles Bistro there. And the bistro I was very pleasantly surprised. They do full English breakfasts. Lunchtime there's everything from pizzas, fresh pasta, a roast dinner if you want it, through to burgers, beans, anything you want, it's there. And very clean. There's always someone cleaning and keeping things tidy, so very, very impressed with that. Out the back of the bistro is an area that you can sit on the aft of the ship, looking over the wake and having a meal at the same time. So it was very pretty, very nice. I like that area. Food was excellent. I've been with Cunard, Celebrity, MSC, P&O, Fred Olsen, and the food was certainly superior. The service was exemplary. You could not fault the service. Some of the waiters were almost falling over themselves to keep you happy, which was a very pleasant surprise. I enjoy the food a lot. I do like my food, and I try to have 6 courses every meal. I was pleasantly surprised. It's the first time I've had an ocean view cabin. I've always gone either inside or balcony, and it was very roomy for a superior single cabin. It actually came with 2 twin beds and a spacious shower bathroom, shower room. And the reason why there were 2 twin beds in the picture window cabin that I had is because they allocate around about 150 cabins for single occupancy, regardless of whether it's got 1 or 2 beds in. So they do a lot of singles, and you do a 25% supplement for single occupancy. So they're very popular for single occupancies, not your usual 80-90%, and they're very, very spacious cabins. The ship's best feature is its size. I've not been on one as small as Magellan. I was very pleasantly surprised by the spaciousness inside. The spaciousness outside, to be fair, the main pool deck was more than ample for the 1,200 guests you have on board. I'll put it this way, I would pay my money to take my family on board that ship. Norwegian fjords, first time I've been to the fjords, I was very pleasantly surprised. It wasn't as cold as I thought it would be, only at the very tops of the mountains. Very, very sparse population in Norway. You couldn't not believe how much space they've got for how few people. But the people that are there are delightful. They are more than happy to chat away in English to everybody that was about. It was a very pleasant experience. Very pleasant experience. Lots of waterfalls. Waterfalls everywhere. You've seen one waterfall, you've seen 1,000. And mountains. The excursions that we went on, especially when we had to go to Ulvik for, it would have been Eidfjord, we had an extra hour journey out and an extra hour journey back on the coach. If you were on first sitting, you had about an hour and a half to get ready, which is fine for us gentlemen. It takes us about 10 minutes, but the lady, I know, were complaining a little bit. So my recommendation would be try and go for either second sitting, which was 8 o'clock, or go to the Raffles Bistro and have a meal up there. I mean, Bergen you could get out and do your own thing because it was a city. But the smaller ones, Flam, Eidfjord, Ulvik and Andornese, you needed to do a excursion. You can get off the ship and have a wander around, but to be honest, there's not a lot there. There are small villages that get invaded by cruise ships. So I recommend doing an excursion for the smaller ports of call to enjoy the splendours of Norway. I would do the cruise again, yes. Norwegian fjords, my wife wants to go and see them. She's desperate to see the Norwegian fjords. And I can't think of a more cost-effective and pleasant way of doing it than with Cruise Maritime, to be honest. I'd be happy to pay my money to take my family on there. The drinks package was very, very good value for money, £17 per person per day. We learned how to do napkin folding and towel folding for the cabins. That was fun, so if you want a monkey, I'm the man. Top tip, when you've got a time to check in, use that time. Don't arrive at any time. The terminal at Tilbury is quite small and can get very, very crowded with people that arrive too early, and you don't get on any quicker, because if your time is 3 o'clock, that's the time you get on board.